In this video, you're going to learn about lists. Lists are order sequence which can have mixed data type. They are mutable, means elements inside the list can be changed. You can declare list inside a list and it is called as nested list. It has a very basic data structure. Lists are called in square brackets and elements or objects within the list are separated by comma. Now I'm trying to call a list. L is equals to square brackets, type of L. It means list. So even if I don't write anything and I just use square brackets, Python understands that it is a list. Now I'm defining a variable as list and I'm trying to understand the type of M. It is a list. These are the two ways to call for list. However, the second one has its own limitation, hence we'll be using the first one more often. Assigning value to list. K is equals to Roma, Bhavik, Katti classes. These are strings. 57 is an integer, 56.56 is a float, 6.7j is a complex number. So I've tried to consider a mixture of data type in my list to have a better understanding. Indexing. It is the same as we learned in a previous video. The only difference over here is the entire Roma is considered as 0th index value, Bhavikati as first index value, classes as second index value, 57 as third index value, 56.56 as fourth index value, 6 plus 7j as fifth index value. So when I call for k of 0, it will give me the first element of list, which is Roma. K of 1 will give me the second element of list. K of 5, which is my last element of list, it will give me an output of my complex number, which is 7 plus 7, 6 plus 7j. I don't have sixth value. Hence, it is giving me an error of index error. List index is out of range. Backward direction. K of minus 1, which means my last value in the list, which is 6 plus 7j. K of minus 2 is second last value. K of minus 6 is basically my first value, which is Roma. Now beyond this, I don't have any values, hence I'm not getting an output and I'm getting an error of list indexes out of range. As we had seen in strings, you cannot replace using the index value. However, in list you can. So right now I'm trying to replace my classes with data science and I try to call and I'm calling for K. You can see the classes over here has been replaced by data science. Please don't get confused between mutable and item assignment. Now say for example my S is equals to Roma and then I reassign my variable to Bhavikati. This is called reassignment operation. Slicing. The logic for slicing over here also remains the same, shown in strings. K of 0 colon means my first index value, and since I've not defined my last index value, it will print all the values. It will have all the values of K. K of 0 colon 4 means it will start from 0. However, my last index value output will have 4 minus 1, which is third index value. This is my 0th index value, first, second, third. Hence, my output is printed only till 50. My output is only till 57. K of 0, 4, 1. My step size by default is going to remain 1 unless I don't change it. Hence, I'm getting the same output as my 16th cell. Now I'm trying to change the step size over here. So you can see it will skip this value. First, second, first, second, first, second. This is what my step size is. However, I've sliced till 4, which means I'm gonna print only till my third index value, which is 0, 1, 2, 3. So hence my output is going to be only Roma and data science. K of 0 to 6. It is going to start from a zeroth index value and it will end at my fifth index value, K of 0 to 10. Now if you see, my K is only till 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th. It is available only till fifth index value. However, I'm telling to print till ninth index value, which is greater than my fifth index value, my entire K. Now K of colon 3, which means my starting point is going to be 0 and it will print till my second index value, hence Roma Bhavikati data science. Backward direction. Okay, 5 colon 0 colon minus 1. Minus 1 means it is going in backward direction. Also 5 is my starting value and my ending value is 0, which means my first index value. Counting goes like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Minus 1 means negative direction and my 5 to 0 is in negative directions. Hence I'm going to get an output. Let us see. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is my starting point. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It will only give me an output till Bhavikati. Zero to 5 is my positive direction. So my starting point is 0, zeroth index value, and my ending point is fourth index value. However, I'm telling to go in a negative direction, which is contradictory to 0 colon 5. Hence, I'm not going to get an output. K colon minus 1. Colon over here simply means my starting point is going to be 0 and my end point is going to be my last index value of K. Minus 1 means it is going to give me an output in negative direction. Hence, it starts from 6 plus 7j and ends till Roma. Minus 2 simply means the step size over here is in negative direction. So, it will print 6. So, it will have an output of 6 plus 7j. It skips this 57. It skips this Bhavikati. Please note, while applying slicing, defining forward and backward direction is very important to get the right output. K of minus 1 minus 5. K of minus 1 colon minus 5 colon minus 1. Minus 1 defines your direction. Minus 1 to minus 5. This is your minus 1. This is your minus 2. This is your minus 3. This is your minus 4. As per, it will not print the last index value. For a better understanding, we can again recheck at my K value. This is my original K value. And I'm starting backward. I'm starting backward, which is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. Now I'm trying to create a list inside a list. All my values till here are same and I'm adding an additional list value, which is 1, 2, 3. So now when I call for the list, my list has a list inside it. Now k of -1 minus colon -5 minus 1. -1 is my list of is the list of 1, 2, 3. -2, -3, -4. It will end over here. Type of k -1. So I just want to understand what is the type of 1, 2, 3 of list 1, 2, 3. And you can see you're getting an output of list. Type of k -2, which is 6 plus 7j. And it gives me which is a complex number, and you can see it gives you an output of complex. K of -1, 2. What it is trying to say over here is this is my k of -1 value, which consists of a list, and it has 1, 2, 3. 2 over here defines second index value. My 0th index value is 1, my first index value is 2, and my second index value is 3. So hence the output 3. Concatenate. K plus machine learning. I'm trying to add another list over here called machine learning. And you can see in the output that machine learning has been added. However, when I try to call K, you'll see that machine learning over here is missing. Hence, you'll have to reassign it to the original K. So K is equals to K plus machine learning, and then you call for K, and finally in the K, machine learning has been added. Now you can see finally due to reassignment, final list values have changed. K into 2. You will see my entire K list value has been printed twice. Now again, like before, when I try to call for K, you will see that no changes have been made in my previous K values because I have not done reassignment. Methods and functions in list. Append. K.append analyst. To understand what exactly it means, you can press Shift and Tab. Append means the value is going to be added at the end. And you can see over here the value has been added at the end. Reverse. K.reverse function simply means it is going to reverse my K values. And hence machine learning list complex number 56.67. My starting value of Roma is going to come at last, and my last value is going to go at first. How are you going to reverse a list? As learned in the previous videos, when I use only colon, it means I'm going to take all values of all the elements of K. Colon -1 means the direction. And right now, my list has been reversed. That's all for this video. We'll be learning more about methods and functions in next video.